This is Brad from Comic Experience Sci-Fi with our podcast, and we have our co-hosts Q and Nick and our special guest Mark and Denver, and we're here to tell you what we think about just about every damn thing. What are we starting off with, Denver?
Well, I think we should start off, even though this is a Star Wars week, and I know everybody's excited to start talking about Star Wars, but there were some pretty cool trailers that came out this week. So.
Absolutely. If you saw the trailers before you saw Star Wars, because shame on you if you haven't seen Star Wars yet, we saw some really good ones like Star Trek Beyond. Nick, what did you think about that?
Well, you know, we were talking about this a little earlier, and this. First of all, I don't like using the Beastie Boys music. We were talking about how we're starting to get the idea that Star Trek is getting a little bit dumbed down in a way. It was always a pretty intellectual, It was a thinking person show originally, and while it also had plenty of action and fighting and pretty women, at its heart, you know, it was about. I think it was about the potential of humanity and the human race, and I'd like to see Star Trek get back to that and get away from the Star Wars-y type of...
Don't you think that was just for the trailer? You don't think that's actually part of this?
Well, I'm also
soundtrack.
going by the last two Star Trek films, that while I enjoyed them, I thought that they were, especially even the last one, Into Darkness, their Wrath of Khan remake, there was a lot of... flying and fighting and swinging and shooting and, I don't know.
It was an action movie.
Yeah, Star Trek's becoming more of an action franchise than a sort of a science fiction thinking. I mean, imagine them trying to make Star Trek the motion picture today. You know,
right? They couldn't. They absolutely could not. I understand.
Well, in defense of the new trailer, Simon Pegg, who plays Scotty and also co-wrote the script, he came out right away and said, "Please don't judge the movie based on this trailer."
All right,
this was just a marketing department decision. You know, they were just trying to sell the excitement of the movie.
Right.
So,
in case no one's ever heard of Star Trek before.
Because, you know, it's just only been around for 50 years.
Right.
You saw the trailer.
As a Trekkie, I'm very underwhelmed.
Oh, no. Okay, I guess I must be a fanboy because I saw it and said, "Ooh, Vista! Ooh, beautiful! Oh my gosh, is he going to fall off that cliff? Cool!"
I said, "Is he going to fall off that cliff?" I pray.
Scotty, you can't lose Scotty. Scotty's an integral part of the cast.
He wrote the script. He's in the red shirt. He can die this time.
Oh God!
No, I'm with you, Brad. I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was great because I'm not a diehard Trekkie.
Yeah.
So for me, that action element that they've added to the movie.
Phaser fire.
Yeah.
Give me phaser fire. That's the only reason why we watch it.
I mean, I agree. Don't get me wrong. Star Trek, to me, was always missing that action-y part. Like,
well, they never had the budget originally
right.
to do that.
They always
Fist
had
fights.
it.
They made it in like Bill Shatner's basement, for God's sake.
Well, you know what? They always had them one couple of parts where they had action, but it was still like Nick said.
You know, his basement is
social
painted
issues.
that blue-gray color, the sky on every planet they were ever at.
That's why you got to get the Blu-ray version today.
Oh, really?
It has enhanced special effects now.
Ooh.
So all the bad backdrops and exterior shots are now replaced by CGI. It looks really beautiful. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Cool.
I
See,
think
there
you
you
can
go.
see those on Netflix.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, they got every season of Star Trek on Netflix.
Oh, that's true. So what about Independence Day? What did you think about that?
I'll just talk quickly. I didn't like the first one, so
what?
I'll pass it on to someone else who liked the first one.
So cute.
I'm with Nick. I saw it. I thought it was okay, but I was not a big fan.
Okay. I thought it was a little far-fetched. But I like most of the actors that played the characters. So I thought it was kind of like reading a comic book. It was all very tongue-in-cheek. I didn't really take it seriously because nothing is going to sit still and let us fuck around and blow up a ship by stealing one of the... I mean, come on.
Well,
it's a little far-fetched.
The new trailer, kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, I thought actually looked better than the original.
Yeah. So much more CGI
Yeah.
that it made it even better. I think the fact that the premise of the trailer is that after blowing up their ship by some god-awful luck and ants in a flaming anthill theory, I have no idea what's going on there. At any rate, we stole all the technology, and now 10 years later, we're all packing heat, and they said, oh, fine, fuck us, fuck you, and they brought a ship out that's 1,000 times bigger, way more lights, very Close Encounters of the Third Kind lights kind of a ship. And you know what? If we don't get our asses handed to us, it's going to be an awesome movie. Just for the sake of explosive joy.
I think just the special effects alone, I'll go see it, but...
Because Jeff Goldblum is going to be cracking wise the whole time, and Judd Hirsch as his father, who can make a crazy comment and say everything dry. Yes, Q, what do you think? No, am I talking too fast? Did I have too much Mountain Dew? I'm really sorry about that, but you're really going to have to hurry up.
What is wrong with y'all? Are you really?
It wasn't my thing back then.
It wasn't. What?
I haven't seen it lately.
I have never met anyone who has never ever liked Independence Day, ever.
How old were you when it came out? That's the determining factor.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I have never met anyone. Well, that's no fair because
we were all adults when that movie came out.
That's no fair
if you're
because
a kid, you're gonna like it a lot more.
That's no fair because in that case, I shouldn't have liked Star Trek because Star Trek was boring to a kid.
Well, no, some movies just don't hold up when you see them as an adult.
Independence Day is not some classic science fiction movie. Like A Day the Earth Stood Still, dude. It was just a big box. It was a big, dumb, loud popcorn movie. And as that, it's fine.
I can see if you said that about something like the Omega Man doesn't hold up, or the Time Machine doesn't hold up. But Independence Day?
It never held up. It was a big, dumb, loud popcorn movie. And if you like it, that's fine. But it's like Transformers or anything like that.
Well,
it's not an intelligent science fiction movie.
Wasn't Brent Spiner the crazy wild-haired professor that showed them that
Professor Oakham?
Yeah,
all the characters. Yeah, I didn't like.
Yeah, you lost me, and it's not. It's hey, it's Data.
They made Stargate. I didn't like Stargate either. I don't like they made Godzilla. I don't like those guys. They make bad movies.
But let's talk about the trailer.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up because I'm outnumbered.
The trailer was suspenseful.
It was a very good trailer that makes you want to pay $5 to see the movie.
Well,
makes you want to go, what the heck is going on?
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
And unlike Jurassic World, I liked how they brought back most of the original cast.
Yes.
When I saw Jurassic World, I loved it.
Yeah.
But it was like, throw me a bone. Where's
I thought Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum were supposed to be in it. That's what I heard.
Well, they might be in the sequel.
That's what I'm hoping.
They brought back the Asian doctor.
The
guy
that wasn't important.
Oh, obnoxious BD Wong? Oh, my God, come on.
The guy that wasn't
That's like
important.
bringing back Sam Jackson. I mean, people barely know that he was in that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Speaking of that, happy birthday.
Yes.
So what?
And then there was
what is it? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I'll shut the hell up on this one.
You don't like it?
It's just a teaser, though. It doesn't.
I didn't really. But see,
how is it connected to the Harry Potter world?
It's
just in the world.
It's written by J.K. Rowling, and they're wizards, and there's tomfoolery.
70 years in
the book
past.
is like a pamphlet.
Oh, it's 70 years in the past.
It is part of the continuity of Harry Potter.
Potterverse, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There's a Potterverse.
It was a short story.
Potterverse.
The Potterverse.
Yes, my librarian wife tells me it's a little bitty book that somebody enhanced. At least it's not fucking Hobbit that's going to be 12 issues for one thing.
It was a book in the book.
Hey, the Hobbit was good.
So the characters actually read this book.
Okay,
It's
interesting.
supposed to be a non-fiction book of this explorer who went and tracked down all these fantastic beasts.
Okay, well, it's
And
interesting to me.
who knew where to find them?
Yeah, no, it should be good.
Yeah,
it should be good.
looks like
she
fun.
said it's very popular.
They're fun movies.
Condition.
Potterverse. I'm still lost.
It's okay. it's not everybody's cup of tea. Like you like Independence Day.
Now, was the Independence Day? Was that with Chloe Grace Moretz, or was that another invasion movie?
That's another.
Okay, because I'm getting these invasion movies. Fifth wave. I can't keep track of these.
Yeah.
You guys are just so disrespectful.
That is, she could be one of the cutest girls in sci-fi these days, but I really don't want to see that
Not
movie.
to mention my wife Vivica Fox is in this movie. You guys are so disrespectful.
What? Which movie?
I mean, the stripper from Independence
He's
Day.
still back on Independence
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Vivica Fox is old now. Sorry, Vivica. She's old.
Ain't never heard of a cougar?
And she had some bad plastic surgery,
I've dated
too.
cougars, buddy. It's not that big of a
seen
deal.
her lately?
The fifth wave.
Seriously.
Now we're talking about.
Now, what's that based on? Is that based on a comic book or anything? Do we
I
know?
am not familiar.
It's
with
it's actually an old story. I'm pretty sure it's a.
Like a Philip K. Dick
it's
or something?
an adaptation remake of something. I haven't found it out. I'm sure the librarian will tell me when I get home.
Okay.
Of what it is. I'll get the book and I'll tell you guys all about it next week.
Teenagers
when we do
Save
our
the
show.
World.
Like Divergence and the Maze
Yes.
Runner and
Yeah.
Hunger
Oh, yeah.
Games, the big
This
It's in that.
dystopian
Yeah,
future
right.
nonsense. What was the comic book that you brought in?
I brought in a comic book called Martial Law.
I've heard of
And
Murphy's
this
Law.
is from Dark Horse Comics, and it is for adults only. This is like kids would go into the shop, and it was behind the case. You couldn't get in. This is the artists are Miller, the writers O'Neill. It's called Martial Law. This set of episodes is from the Secret Tribunal. It's it says right on the front, not for kids.
When was it made?
Yeah.
This one is from 1992. This series was about 53 books between 1986 and 1993. With the characters in this book, it's just so offensive on so many levels. Public Spirit Jr., which this guy's just a jerk. Growing Boy, any part of his body can grow at will. You know there's trouble. There's trouble there.
One night
And
stand.
a 16-year-old
The size of
girl
that pinky.
called Super Sensitive Girl, who's basically wearing a short skirt, a cape, and two big S's on her double D's.
That's because they're super sensitive.
They don't go up to S's.
I was hoping that we could all kind of look through it before we talked about it, but I will tell you that this guy, that's a costume. I don't know if you can, Nick, you want to describe what you see on that costume, what he's wearing?
There's no point to it. Look it up, folks. Martial Law, published by Dark Horse Comics.
That's your answer right there. Is Dark Horse Comics. You know they're nothing but
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But,
Okay.
bloody.
Are we getting back to
and-
trailers here? Are we
No, I think we're wrapped on trailers.
Okay.
So that was Brad's comic book recommendation
Yeah,
of the week.
I read the first one. It's absolutely hysterical. It's really, I think, designed to offend almost every single. They're in a giant ship that's orbiting the Earth, and it looks like a penis. I mean, it's a big penis with 4 balls. It is absolutely hysterical.
What's this gonna?
I guess
run
that's the
somebody
super
to
stretchy
pick
dude,
that
huh?
up? Are
Well,
they expensive?
this is hysterical
Or are
too.
they reprints,
Yeah,
or-
the I haven't found the reprints yet, but it says it has a cover price of $2.95. I looked it up. Its current value is $3.
Oh,
So if you can find it, snap it up.
it's aged well then.
That's exactly right. The
5 cents.
It's less
The
valuable.
fellow who lent it to me said,
Based on inflation.
that's right, basically told me that he's found numerous issues. Almost nobody ever carried it back in the day. The first time he saw it, it was like a hoot at the time. And anytime he goes someplace, he asks if they have it, and he's developed a small collection. But he says almost nobody knows what the hell it is.
Cool.
But it's absolutely hysterical.
Well, my recommendation for this week is The Death of Superman Lives. It's a documentary. You can watch it on streaming on Netflix, I think.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I know it's
yes,
on.
I'm watching
I know it's
it
on
tonight.
Showtime. That's where I saw it.
Okay.
But it's basically goes into the failed attempt for the Tim Burton version of Superman with Nicolas Cage playing Superman. And it talks about all the costumes that they did. I mean, they got pretty far along. This is the infamous script that Kevin Smith wrote based on the death of Superman.
Nicolas Cage is Superman.
And basically what happened was Batman and Robin tanked, and it pretty much killed the movie just because the budget they had for this thing was just so high, Warner Brothers said.
Wow.
After Batman and Robin.
Well, that was Warner Brothers' fault.
Yeah.
Batman and
pretty
Robin
much.
was Warner Brothers' fault.
Yep. And there was a regime change, which always happens. The new guys didn't want to
Take the
have
risk.
the stink of the old stuff, you know.
Adam and
But they
Eve.
interviewed everybody. They interviewed Tim Burton. They interviewed Kevin Smith. They interviewed some of the other screenwriters, the costume people. I think the only people, or the only person they didn't interview was Nicolas Cage himself. but they did have a lot of behind-the-scenes footage, so you did get him talking about the costume and what they were going to do with the character, and so yeah, if you have a chance to see it, I guess it's definitely worth checking out for all the comic book fans.
That sounds good.
No, I wanted to see it anyway. So
Anybody else have any recommendations this week of new or
What do you think,
old?
Nick?
I recommend you stay far away from the Fantastic Four. I watched it this couple days ago, and it was about an hour and a half long, and it was about an hour and 15-minute origin story that had nothing to do with anything I'd ever seen before regarding the Fantastic Four. And then Doctor Doom was nothing like any Doctor Doom I'd seen before, and the thing was naked, which I found very disturbing. So why?
well, you know what?
And that's my recommendation.
To me, the Fantastic Four. I'm not a Fantastic Four fan, so I can really care.
And nobody ever will be after this.
So it was just the four. There was nothing fantastic about it.
It was like the mediocre Four.
It was the
Well-
it was the WTF 5.
yeah.
It was.
They never get Doctor Doom right. He's just a very
They get
intelligent
nothing
guy
right in this
who's got magic and technology.
But
they always try to give him powers.
The cast is awesome. That's why I had
the
such
cast
high
was
hopes
excellent.
for
They
it.
were all good.
Yeah.
Great actors. Great acting.
I can't remember her name, but she played Sue.
Kate Mara.
Yeah, Kate Mara was great. I wasn't expecting her to be that good. She was really good. The special effects for the Human Torch
Were
and the
wonderful,
Thing
yeah.
were really good.
Yeah,
It was just unbelievably. Who the hell thought of this script and why?
Ill-conceived,
How did it
sounds
get green
like.
lighted?
if they take the actors and give them a better script, then I can see
quit
that.
making origin movies. Let's just start the damn movie
Well, you
and then
know-
just give a quick flashback.
You can do that with certain characters. You can't do that with everybody.
I think you do it with the Fantastic Four.
No.
Yeah,
No,
everyone knows their
no,
stories really quick.
no.
They stowed away on a ship. They got blasted with cosmic rays. They got their
No.
powers. There's no long,
You can't
drawn
do
out
that, you know,
story.
like
Yeah.
my mama knows that Batman became Batman because his parents got killed. You know, somebody
Yeah,
like
yeah,
her
Fantastic
never
Four
knows
flashback, too.
who the Fantastic
Because of
Four
cosmic
is.
rays.
They've
Nobody
already made
knows
3
that.
movies with an origin story for these characters. They don't need to do another origin with these.
Not a long, drawn out one where it's the
Exactly.
whole movie.
No, but
And Marvel Studios will probably get
I'm sure they
get
will
them
after that
back
disaster.
because they're not going to be. Fox is not going to be
Yeah,
making.
they lost
No,
money.
they said they're doing another one.
They lost money on it. I'd be surprised.
Sequel.
I just read a thing today about all the biggest flops of the year, and Fantastic Four was it lost money.
It will go back to Marvel, and they will do a movie without an origin story. I'm sure of that, or a flashback.
Because it goes without saying. If
Well,
you're
why don't-
going to the movie, you know who the Fantastic Four
Why
is.
don't
You see
they
how
just cut a deal?
And they just made up their own thing. It was nothing like the comic
Right.
book in any way. I mean, I don't know
somebody's ass.
why was it even
That I
called the
give you
Fantastic Four? They could have given these people totally different powers. And they wouldn't have
Right.
had to make it a Fantastic Four movie
Could have
because
made
the
it
rest of it
from
had no
scratch.
resemblance to the Fantastic Four.
None at all. That's what aggravated me
Yeah,
about it.
I
disappointing.
Mark, Q, any recommendations this week or
Recommendations.
non-recommendations, as the case may be?
I cheated a little.
Mark, you got one?
Not off the top.
Well,
of my,
listen,
Well, I will give a recommendation in your
Okay.
place.
Okay.
Because I know you'd probably bring it up if you thought about it. This Friday, limited release, The Hateful Eight. They're doing a 70mm road show. So the road show version is gonna have a overture, which I couldn't remember the other day when I was talking to Nick. They're also gonna have an intermission, and it's gonna come with a program. And there's going to be like 6 additional minutes from the movie. So
cool.
It's only playing in a few theaters around.
I went out to find one.
So yeah, it's I think there's 3 in the Metro Detroit area. There's
Okay.
maybe 100 nationwide.
Okay.
And it is gonna come out next week, next week. So I think New Year's Day, I want to say it's going to get a wide release.
and I already have my ticket.
Look at that.
Look at that. Hey, you were holding out on us.
Yep.
good news. 3rd season of Ultimate Spider-Man is on Netflix, and it is saucy and hysterical as ever, and it's actually really close to the books.
And that's the animated.
Yes,
That's
that's the
animated,
animated.
right?
That's the animated.
I've never seen it.
It's
Oh,
very,
yeah,
it's actually
it's
very
pretty
good.
good.
Is that one of those Disney XD shows?
No, no,
Mhm.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
It is.
I thought it was based on the book because I.
Well, no, Disney XD is the channel that
It's
it's
the channel it comes
No,
on.
it's just it's. I don't know what the source is. Just on
because that's
Netflix.
I think
The Avengers are on that channel. The
Yeah,
Avengers.
yeah.
The Avengers and
Rebels, Star Wars Rebels.
Right.
Star Wars
Oh,
yeah.
Rebels.
that's
Yeah.
I think they're more.
Yeah,
boy,
that would be the
older
original
boy.
place that it showed.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good news, bad news is they released season 3 and took away season 1. So if you missed the origin, which it doesn't really matter because, as we all know, the way Stan Lee writes Spider-Man, you got to love him. Is he's constantly he gives the origin
I don't have to love anything.
in every speech. Every single show has how he got his powers. Great power with great power comes great responsibility, and oh my gosh, Aunt May, and his best friend is Harry Osborn, and his love of his life is Mary Jane. And then something happens, and he has to kick somebody's butt, but he can't kill him, and J.J. Jameson hates him. Every single episode. I absolutely love the show. I can't even begin to tell you why not.
Hey, when you hit on a successful formula, stick with it.
Well, now, but Stan Lee is in the show.
Oh, he's a character
He's
in the
janitor
show.
At high
his
school.
high school.
Does he
High
voice
school.
it himself?
Yeah, he does.
It's
He
awesome.
voices it. I have a recommendation.
Oh, okay.
It's but it's more anime towards.
Oh, cool.
So the new trailer for a new Yu-Gi-Oh movie
Oh, that's
debut, and it's gonna be. I think they're just gonna release it in Japan. I'm not sure if they're gonna English dub it or not. But it looked very interesting from what I seen. I couldn't understand what he was saying. He could have been saying "I hate America" for all I know, but it looked pretty good. So I'm gonna check it out with some subtitles, of course, and
Just because I've never seen anything Yu-Gi-Oh related, if that's how you even pronounce it, I did want to ask you about the Stan Lee graphic novel. Did you get that as a?
yes, I got that as a Christmas gift.
Now, have you read?
I haven't read it yet. I haven't had a chance to read it
Because I saw it
yet.
on the in the bookstore shelves, and I was kind of
Yes.
flipping through it, and I couldn't decide if it was worth picking up. The artwork didn't seem all that spectacular. But you gotta love
Well,
Stan
it's his
Lee, so-
memoir, so it's like his life story. They start off from the beginning when he's
I saw his
reading the
shows
Star
in
Wars
the
and
Army
and everything, and then they actually show his time at DC Comics.
Okay.
Yep. So they actually pretty show everything. That's just me flipping through it, of course. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It looks like it's gonna be a good read.
Well, if anybody's life story deserves a graphic novel treatment, it
Right.
would be his. So.
Well, yeah, you know.
All right, so now
guess.
the moment we've all been waiting for.
Spoiler alert!
All right, we're going to talk about Force Awakens. This is going to be spoiler heavy, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, which you're not a real fan if you haven't seen it yet, turn it off or pause it and go watch it and come back and finish it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Fuck
don't say
J.J. Abrams. Fuck J.J. Abrams. If you've seen the movie, you know why. If you haven't, we'll get to that eventually.
Well, you had to know that.
No, I would say the opposite. I would say I love J.J. Abrams for what he did. He brought the Star Wars franchise back to greatness. You know, he actually did 3 things, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
He redeemed, or I should say he returned the franchise back to greatness from the prequels. Even though there were things that I liked about the prequels, overall, they're not great movies.
My son name is Jaja Binks.
Yes, exactly. He also appeased all of the original fans, 40 years of anticipation and build up to this moment, and he nailed it.
Yeah.
And
he did.
the fact that my 2 young kids were there and they liked the movie just as much, if not more than I did, he appealed to a whole new audience.
Nice.
So he did 3 things masterfully well. So I just gotta give all props and congratulations to JJ.
Absolutely, yes, I agree.
Well, then
Well, let's just give
J.J.
J.J. a fucking hand then, huh?
Yeah.
Which one?
Bravo,
if
bravo,
you use your
bravo.
left hand, it feels like somebody else is doing it.
Yeah, and the JJ does not stand for Jar Jar. So.
No, and you know it's
Gratefully.
interesting
Might as
that,
well.
like you said, your kids liked it. My wife insisted on coming with me to see it, and not only did she like it, but she made me recite line by line what happened while she had to go to the bathroom. Right. So this.
Hopefully,
is
she went number 1.
Yes, this is the warn. This is the warning. This is the warning for the movie: is don't go so early that you drink a full 64-ounce drink before the movie starts. Then get a refill.
Especially when there's
and-
20 minutes of trailers.
Exactly, because we were there for an hour and 10 minutes before it started, and it was yeah, it was unfortunate. I mean, it was free refills, and they totally get you. But it was a great movie.
Just
She
take a
actually
bucket in
liked
there
it.
with you, and you'd be all right.
Not for the ladies. The
No.
guy you can maybe get away
Colostomy
with.
Yeah.
bag.
Pass me that cup. You're not using it, no.
Free refills.
Oh my god! Really?
On the rocks.
Yeah, really.
All right, so let me just throw out there, because it seems like we all, for the most part, like or love the movie.
I didn't say I didn't love it. I like.
You're
You
just-
loved it. You're just disappointed about a certain character's fate, and we all are sad to see him go. But it was great. It fit the movie. It
You
was
might as well
awesome.
just say it.
I thought that scene, to me, was one of the most emotional things in any Star Wars
Sure.
movie. Because everyone's comparing, Qui-Gon died in the first movie, Obi-Wan died in the
Right.
first movie. But guess what? Those guys were in one movie.
We didn't know those characters.
We haven't lived with that character for 40 years.
Yeah.
When Han
Yeah.
Solo died, I was crying like a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when he touched his son's face.
That was awesome.
As he was falling
That
in.
was
I was
awesome.
just like, oh,
I screamed at the movie theater.
Ben.
I screamed.
Did you?
When he did it, I was like, no! Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was the same
screamed.
way. I
was
gasped. I was like,
pissed.
"Oh."
I could
Because-
not believe they did it.
I mean, it seemed kind of inevitable that he was going to die at that point.
Yeah, but
But-
they foreshadowed that scene twice with he's seeing the light. They kept saying Kylo is seeing the light.
Oh yes, they were trying to give the effect
The
that
reason
might
why he
be
was
swayed
ineffective,
back over.
the reason why he was ineffective on so many places where when he couldn't control himself, he couldn't control his anger.
Yes.
There's indication there that he's not completely
Evil at that point.
exactly. He's not completely on the
Dark
on the
side.
dark side, and anything could push him back over.
He's like a reverse Anakin. Anakin
gonna
was
say, yeah.
on the good side, trying not to be bad. This guy's bad, trying not to be good.
right, exactly.
Yeah, it's just, fuck it, kill the whole damn gene pool. But anyway,
It is
I
a
blame-
dysfunctional family.
I blame Leia for Han's death because Han was ready to give up on him, and she, bring my son back. Fuck your son!
She said our son, not my son.
When he said
Same difference.
when Han yelled out Ben,
Yeah,
I got
that was
goosebumps. I was like, oh my god, excellent.
You
excellent.
know what's interesting about
Ben
that though
Solo.
you heard the conviction in his voice when he
Yes.
said Ben.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is Harrison Ford has a real son named Ben.
Ah, yes, that's right. So he's used to
He's used
yelling.
to, yeah, he's used to yelling that name.
No rehearsal involved.
No.
Now, one thing I don't know, of course, this is pure speculation, but I think it's increasing speculation that Rey may be Luke's daughter, and there are a couple of reasons why I think that might be true. One of the main reasons is during her duel with Kylo Ren, they played the music cue from the original Star Wars when Luke says, I'm going to come with you to Alderaan, and I want to become a Jedi like my father. That same music cue was inexplicably kind of stuffed into that
in there,
moment. And I wonder if J.J. Abrams is actually using music cues to give hints as to what's going on in the story.
Well, he did
I
that
believe
with
it is.
he did that with Rey and Leia at the end. You had the love
Yep.
theme.
You had the love theme.
coming in, so
I-
she's kind of
maybe she's-
stepping into the Han,
Yes.
solo role with being the pilot of the.
I
Millennium
noticed that
Falcon.
too,
Although I wanted
exactly.
to bring up the fact that Chewbacca keeps getting the shaft because shouldn't
he be
the
the captain?
pilot?
Yeah.
Of the
But
Millennium
he's- but he's-
Falcon.
He's the co-pilot.
But he's the co-pilot. Yeah.
No. That's like, they're playing him like number one now in Riker. They're playing him like Riker. Like, Riker will never be the captain of the Enterprise.
Well, I will say this
you
though
know-
about Chewbacca: he had more screen time, I think, than any of the other movies.
He had more personality,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious when the nurse was patching him up, and she's like, "Yes, you're so brave."
And he's just like, yeah, you know, it was nothing.
That was
nothing.
actually more traumatic than seeing Han die is seeing Chewie react to it. That's
Yes.
what I hated to
Because-
see that.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know
that
what?
was intense. boy.
I kind of knew it was coming. Like I said earlier, when Han was like, "Let me see that," and he kept using Chewie's weapon the whole movie because he's never done that.
That's nice.
I like this. I was like, they gonna kill him. I was like, they gonna kill him.
Well, and I think what made that moment so poignant for me was that I think he basically knew he was gonna die, but this was his gesture to his son, almost to apologize for whatever may have happened or not happened.
Right.
And said, hey, listen, I screwed up. I'm here sacrificing myself to show you, how much I really do care, even though it might not have been translated for whatever reason. So, yeah, that moment just made the movie. I mean, everything else was great, but that was the emotional core.
It gave it some weight for sure.
Yes.
So what do you guys think about this Grand Master?
Oh,
Snokes.
the guy with his head caved in and his...
Snokes is that character's name.
Pelagius.
That's what everyone's saying, but I did also hear JJ kind of went on the record and said, I'm trying to distance myself from anything in the prequels. So
and they're not Sith
like
either.
Midichlorians?
They're not Sith, they're Ren.
He's got a big ass scar on his head.
He does.
Like someone
does.
killed him before and he used the midichlorians to
Midichlorians to
keep
come
him
back
from-
to life.
Yeah.
May the midichlorians
possible.
be with you.
Well,
Because
they
those
did say he
prequels
could cheat
are
death.
those prequels are canon, so you got to remember that.
Right, they are.
But yeah, you just can't write them off. I mean, they were not great, but they were there.
Well,
They're part of the story.
Slight detour. I think I mentioned this to Nick, but my kids had never seen the movies. I kind of purposely waited until we were closer to The Force Awakens. So Nick had turned me on to this machete cut, which basically suggests watching the movies episode 4, 5, flashback to episode 2, 3, and then finish on 6. So you totally skip the Phantom Menace, which you don't
Really
miss at
need.
all.
Yeah.
And then to me, it was just watching in that order was just amazing. I would recommend if anyone hasn't seen it, or even if you haven't seen it in a while, try watching it that way because it really, really made it more enjoyable.
Going from Revenge of the Sith to Return of the Jedi, now you've got Anakin's total arc and fall. So then in Jedi, when Darth Vader's got this inner conflict going on, it actually makes more sense.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go right from 6 to 7 if you want right now.
Exactly. Yeah, because that was one of the things that I never really bought into in Return of the Jedi was that Vader all of a sudden would have this turn around and throw the Emperor down
Yeah.
the
So
shaft.
which episode? What is it? Is it 2 or 3? Which one of those is the one that has Bruce Willis going after his gold watch?
It's 3's the one where he fights Mr. T.
Right? Oh, okay. And then 4 is where he dies, right? Okay, gotcha.
No, that's
Return of the Jedi has the scene in the diner, right? With his bad motherfucking wallet.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm sorry to derail things.
No, it's...
No.
That should be the Pulp Fiction version.
Yes, I don't know why they called them machete. Maybe because they were chopping off Phantom Menace. But let's talk about the complaints that I've heard about the movie. The biggest, most universal complaint is that, it's just a remake of the original Star Wars and that it's not very original. It's just all the same characters and the same beats and blah, blah, blah. So I've got my own take on it, but what do you guys think?
I got it. While I was watching it, it was a slightly minor thing that it's like, well, they're making it. The climax is again the Death Star about to shoot the planet, and the small ships have to blow it up before it does. And also the planet itself. Well, now how does this planet move and have an atmosphere when they have to suck out the sun in order to power it? And I know it's fantasy and not science fiction, but those kind of things were about the only thing I'll even go anywhere near saying negative about the movie because I loved it so much.
Well, but
it didn't in any way ruin the movie at all.
You don't see the planet killer's ass because there's got to be thrusters and an out.
Well, the Death Star
for
didn't have a
propulsion.
thruster either.
Well, but what I'm saying is,
I don't think
It's gotta move.
it's got to
It's
move.
gotta move. No,
No, I
it
don't
has
think
to
it
move.
moves.
So how does
How
it
many,
target?
just
how many
rotates.
suns does that planet have?
Yeah.
Because it fired.
Oh,
it
it
destroyed the
doesn't move.
Republic.
It had
I
to
didn't think
move.
it moved.
No, it
No,
had
it
to
had
move
to
into
move. It
position.
It doesn't
No,
move.
you're right.
And it'll
but
just
so,
grab a star from nearby and suck.
So how did it get? So how did it get into position to get?
It still has to move.
They just shoot it
It
across.
rotates like the Earth.
No.
I'm not
It's
buying
access.
it. I'm not.
Because they
buying
did shoot the beam a long way to blow up the Republic
yeah.
planets.
Right, I remember. They
So
shot
why would they
it.
have just
Yeah,
went right
but-
up next to it if they had to. Oh, maybe. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it doesn't move then.
It just
has
goes
to
to the
move.
time of the day. They have to go. Okay, we have to do it at 4:00.
Exactly.
That's when we're going to be in line with those plans.
Then that's the dumbest weapon. That's the dumbest. That's the
I can
dumbest.
accept a lot of
He's
premises. Okay, I
No,
can
that's
accept
fine.
a lot of premises, but if that fucking planet didn't move to find suns that it hadn't already sucked the fucking juice out of.
I don't think it.
I'm with Brad on
It
this
just
one.
used it like solar power.
Right.
Right.
No, it said.
It ain't the
Right.
I don't remember.
Yo, it
Remember
says
it was
once
getting dark
they-
outside as they were fighting. With Han Solo comes in there, it's starting to get darker and darker outside.
Yeah,
Because
because-
Right, when they were on their way there,
when the
gets
sun's
dark,
gone, it can
yeah.
shoot the beam.
it takes the whole sun.
It's because they sucked all the energy out of the sun.
They killed a star.
Yeah.
Hence the Star Killer.
The Star
base.
Killer.
Then I guess they'll have to suck from another star then.
Right.
Because they don't have Harrison Ford to push around anymore.
You're just gonna keep pissing me off there. You're just gonna keep saying that shit, aren't
They'll
you?
just keep sucking stars and blowing up planets at 4:00.
Well, just sucking and blowing, sucking and blowing.
The Star Killer base is destroyed, so it's not going to matter whether
That's true.
there's any
Exactly.
other.
Well, you know they're gonna have to rebuild the Star Killer base, and then they're gonna have to go in this time.
Well, that'll be the third one.
Yeah, that'll
Well,
be.
here's a question: was that Admiral Akbar, or was it
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
just?
no, that
it-
was actually.
okay.
It's a really old version.
Okay.
You hear it in the voice.
Okay.
That was him, right? It's a trap. It's a
And
trap.
then
It's a
what's,
trap. It's a trap.
is it Nee Nub? Is that
Nia
it?
Nub,
Nia
yep.
Nub, yep. He was in there.
That was cool.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
They
the
had a
other,
lot of people
the
in there.
other
Where was
complaint
Mon
that I-
Mothma in General Madine?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where was
Dead. They died.
Where
Yeah,
was
dead.
Wedge?
Where was Billy D?
They should have got someone to play
That's
with.
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Where was Billy D?
They got to save somebody. He was brought in.
Lando?
He was brought
Where
in.
was
He's
Lando?
probably at Cloud City running the place.
I just want to point out.
He was in the back of the X-wing.
I don't think he's gonna
I'm
be in it.
kidding. I voted for Obama twice, and I'm proud of it.
I was just gonna say, I think the galaxy's reached its quota for black people. It's got the new guy Finn.
Yeah, we've already got Finn. Sorry,
I
no
think
more.
Lando just died years ago. So they're
It's
just
like
gonna
on The
bring.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Kill one black guy,
Yeah, they
bring
bring
in
another one in. We're just gonna keep him on the assembly line. One black guy in the galaxy at a
So,
time.
What was the other complaint you said you'd heard?
I think it's
Well,
interesting.
people are going to think this is a Tyler Perry movie.
The thing about the stormtroopers is that they are no longer all Boba Fett.
They're not
Right.
clones.
They are
correct.
stealing babies.
Yes.
and
I found that interesting.
And that would explain.
Not unlike the Jedi.
That's true, but not unlike what we saw in the flashback of Rey's life and how she got dumped on the planet, on that Jakku, as a very little girl. She might be
well, here's
6
a
or 7
theory.
years old.
Maybe they're trying to
I'm gonna say-
hide her from the Empire.
I'm about to say
That's
maybe.
recruited.
Yeah.
The
Here's a
order,
theory.
yes.
Maybe
That's my theory based
Yeah.
on that is she could have been a peer of Finn's.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So who knows what FN stands for? And I have no idea. I'm hoping somebody knows.
Here's a little Star Wars trivia I caught. It was FN what? 2187.
Yeah. Something like
Princess
that.
Leia's cell block number, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Here it is,
okay.
2187. You go and get her. I'll hold him here.
That's cool.
I thought it was funny. Is he goes? I know. Do you have a trash compactor? He goes, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Put him in there.
That was a good one.
Does people know that Daniel Craig played a stormtrooper in this movie, and it was the stormtrooper that Rey uses the Force on when she's being held captive? I'm betting that his stormtrooper number was FN 007.
That's awesome.
You stole my line, you bastard.
Yeah. Right.
I told him that joke yesterday.
I heard it from someone.
That
I
may have
knew.
been one of the best scenes in the entire movie.
Oh, yeah.
That was
because she's fooling around and she's desperate. She's staring. She's looking. And she looks
Looks up
over
and
her
she's just
shoulder.
like,
She's like, what the hell? Let me give it a shot.
I might give it a
Right.
shot.
Well, that was the other complaint that I heard was that Rey got her force powers much too fast. You know,
Well,
and
she
it's like, okay,
had it. She
borderline.
probably just never used it and practiced
See,
it.
in my mind, when Rey was going up against Kylo Ren and he was kind of trying to probe her mind, that kind of release, that was like her
Or when she
trigger.
touched the lightsaber, that could have
Oh,
triggered.
that's
Because
true.
when is
They
it
were
when he
talking
says
about it.
when he says something has awakened? Is he referring to Rey? Her
Ah, that's
powers
true.
No, I'm
awakening.
fairly certain that's exactly what they were talking
Okay.
about, and it happened way before that.
It did happen before that?
I think
you're right.
It was the overwhelming idea that the bad guys had before we even saw what they were doing. They had already spoken about how they felt something's going on.
Well, yeah, in the first meeting with Snoke, he says, did you feel it?
Yeah,
right, exactly.
And then he got mad. Was this? I can't remember. Was this before or after the chase when he was like, "What girl?" And he told her or something like that. And he got very upset.
Right.
He got very upset.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
Yeah. So they already knew
something was going on.
Something was going on. He felt it.
She's definitely a Skywalker.
Yeah,
I think
she's got to be a Skywalker. No one.
I think she's
poses.
an Antilles.
No
she's
one
really
poses.
cute. Whoever she belongs to.
Porkins.
That would be funny. Porkins' granddaughter.
What if she's Lando's granddaughter?
Oh, yeah.
That's a twist. No
one would expect that.
No one would expect that one.
Yeah, then where did she get her being strong in the Force? She didn't get it from Lando.
Well, she could just
her mom.
Right.
What if she's
Maybe it was Leia Lovechild with.
Oh, now that's a good one.
That's why they had to hide her.
That's why they had, yeah, because Han Solo wasn't playing that shit.
What if she's a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Oh, she could be. She could be. She could be. She could. I mean, I like the Lando.
She looks like Natalie Portman. She's obviously one of the Skywalkers.
I like the Lando.
Well, she even.
It's not the first time
Daisy
he betrayed
Ridley
his friend.
Even complained about people comparing her to, well, actually not to Natalie Portman, but to
Carrie.
Keira Knightley.
Oh, Keira Knightley. Okay.
Who was the double for Natalie Portman.
Oh, that's right.
Menace.
That's right.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
It does all go back to Natalie Portman.
Interesting.
So I think
She could be.
Skywalker she is.
Yeah, she is.
Well,
I think
she
so.
had 3 kids and nobody knew.
But not a Solo. Because
No.
in one of the books, there was
grandchild.
twins, correct?
Right.
Han Solo and Princess Leia.
Jason
had
and
twins.
Jada or something like that.
Right.
Stupid.
Jada Pickett Skywalker.
Yeah, Jada Pickett.
Skywalker. Well, they are a powerful family.
See how I'm not making any comments on that? I'm rolling my eyes a lot, but I'm not saying anything. I just need the record to show a lot of eye rolling.
Now, my take on the whole recycling of the plot really, to me, doesn't hold much weight because they didn't just steal from the first movie. They stole from Empire Strikes Back. They stole from Return of the Jedi. So to me, it was like the greatest hits of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
So I had no problems with it whatsoever, especially since the original Star Wars were just amalgamations of Flash Gordon and all of these other sci-fi serials and things like that. So, they had samurai movie. I mean, Lucas stole from everything.
Sure.
I think
Campbell.
King
did
Arthur,
I
Hidden
think
Fortress.
He did it like that just to get it out of the way. Yeah. So the next 2 movies that he do could completely be original.
I thought of that too. I thought, the first one they're going to play it somewhat safe and follow the beats that have been established, and you're absolutely right.
And then the next 2 would be completely on his
kind
own.
Of wipes the slate
clean.
Yes.
And then like you said, he has such a big thing to fill by replacing the prequels. Yep. You know what I mean?
Right,
because we were all kind of really let down with the. Well, you guys were. I really wasn't. But the only thing I hated was Jar Jar. But
who's actually writing the script for the next episode?
Rian Johnson is writing and directing, but based on an outline by Larry Kaz and JJ and the rest of the.
Now, does Lucas have anything to do with it?
I think they have his original treatment for the movies.
Okay.
So whether or not they pick and choose from those, if there's anything they want to keep, I think it's up to them.
Well, let's talk about the
Jar Jar. I'm sure.
Let's talk about
He's coming back. He's coming back.
The biggest thing of all to talk about is that final scene when we finally see Luke Skywalker, who, although a second build in the movie, even in the credits, has no dialogue and is not in it until the very, very last shot.
Total ripoff.
I both love and hate it because I wanted him to be in it, but now I'm happy because they didn't kill him, and I think he'll be in the next 2. So I'm happy about that.
My only complaint about that was I didn't get to see a Luke and Han.
Exactly. Yes, that's the
was
real
the one
tragedy.
thing I wish I would have seen, but
I said the same
Honestly,
thing. Yeah,
I would be very happy if they pulled what I call the Hulk Hogan doing to the NWO thing. If that makes him so mad that he just goes to the dark side and wipes out everybody, I would be happy with that.
It's funny that you say that because
I would be happy with
I've got a theory based on the Star Wars hair. Okay, bear with me for a second.
Okay.
Anakin in Revenge of the Sith has what kind of hair? He has long, flowing, kind of like rock star hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Which Kylo Ren had.
Right.
Okay.
And which
Yeah,
Luke
I-
also has at the end.
Yep.
So based on hair alone,
He's
I
going
think
to the
Luke
dark
is-
side.
but Obi-Wan had long hair in Revenge of the Sith, and Qui-Gon
but
had
it
long
wasn't.
hair.
But it wasn't like
It wasn't
Anakin's.
Rockstar.
It wasn't like Anakin's. I know where he's going with this.
No, he had short hair in Attack of the
No,
Clones.
it was short hair in Revenge
he had
of
the
the
beard and the short
Sith.
hair.
He had
Yeah,
the
he had-
long hair in
In Sith,
In
he had
Revenge of the
long hair.
Sith.
No. It was the Clones.
It was straight.
Look it up. Look
It was
up.
straight. It was
In Clones,
long,
he had
but
shorter
it was
hair but a beard, and then
Right.
in Sith he had longer hair and a beard.
right.
But either
and
way,
then Anakin had the rockstar hair because when Kylo took off the mask,
all right,
he
let's
looks just
talk
like
a little
Anakin.
bit more of
I
practicality.
was waiting for him to ask for nachos, actually, but
see,
that's
I
another
think,
story.
I think that's leading to the fact that we all just naturally assume that Luke is going to be our hero. I don't think it's going to be that easy. He's been alone on this island.
I think he's bitter. He's bitter. He's
Well, they
kinda
said
disgusted.
he blames himself.
He's self.
His
No,
nephew
he
killed
blames
all of his
himself
students.
for Kylo Ren
Well,
He failed him as a
uncle
master. Yeah.
and a master, not just as a master,
clones.
but
That's
as a
clones.
family
That's
member.
all
Oh, you're
you're
right. So
saying
Sith has
from
shorter
people's-
hair.
Other
That's right.
people,
You're
other
right, buddy.
characters' assumptions.
No.
Like Jesus Christ.
Han Solo in the ship. Han Solo in the ship said he was training a new crop of Jedi. One went rogue, and he blamed himself and took off.
Okay.
Which is
Luke.
Ben Solo.
Which which was Ben Solo. So Luke blames himself.
How long
Now,
ago
if
was
he
that?
finds out that Kylo killed Han,
He probably already
what's
knows.
not to make him snap?
He knows, dude.
Yeah.
He probably felt
He
it.
probably did feel
It's
it
going to be a vendetta for him to go back
and kill Kylo.
Yeah,
So what's
right,
to
and
stop
kill
him
Kylo Ren, yes.
from dropping the leg, drop on Macho
Right.
Man on
But
Nitro?
he's
and
not going to
going
do
the
it.
dark side.
He's going to die in the second movie.
No.
And that cute girl is going to be double wielding on having a blue thing, having a blue lightsaber on either end of her baton. Her giant baton.
Don't bring the
and cut
Darth Maul
hell out
back.
of him.
Don't do that. But I'm just okay.
You don't think she's gonna? You don't. The reason
You guys
why,
are just
Hold on,
speculating.
No, I'm not. The reason why we know
No, 'cause
she's
Brad
Skywalker's
knows.
daughter is because she's a natural mechanic. The reason why. What's his name? That's all.
Anakin.
Skywalker. No. The Luke. Luke was always making custom lightsabers. He
made one.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I used to
Remember,
see him at
Anakin was the one who could
Trade
fix
Center.
anything.
Right.
right. But that's what I'm saying. It's
Well,
still,
it did.
it's
It
still a
went to
bloodline.
Luke. It
He
went to
built
Luke.
Yeah.
C-3PO.
Right.
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 He
Which
went to
was
Luke.
great,
Built
by
the pod,
way,
yeah.
When he had the one arm, he's like, you probably don't recognize me
Because of the
my
red
Well,
arm.
it's great how
Hysterical.
that emotional moment with him and Leia, and then 3PO pops in and interrupts
Oh my
him.
God, that was
Just
great.
like Empire.
Just like Empire.
Just like Empire.
That was
And he's just like,
classic.
oh,
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
even find out why he has a red arm. And why did he
got
just...
torn
See, that
off.
was what was great about
Why does
the
he have
movie.
spikes right
Yeah.
here now coming into
Oh,
his
yeah, I
face?
noticed
Did
little
anybody notice that?
antennas. Yeah. Yep,
No,
I sure did.
Yeah, if you
missed
go
it.
back and look at him, he's got like
There's also a square radar dish on the Millennium Falcon because the round was knocked off in the Death Star battle of Return of the Jedi. Yeah. They paid attention to a lot of details.
But did you see the details that they put on the Falcon though? If you look at the the definition is the word I'm saying that they put on the Falcon, like in the grooves and the ship. It's like they
really aged it.
Yeah, they really aged it, but it was
yes.
run down, and the definition of it was like a lot more detailed.
Well, people probably like worked on it in the 30 years. You know, all the different people who stole it.
Yeah,
probably
he did say like
added
six,
things
about
to it.
4
Did you
different
guys
people steal it.
did you guys recognize what Finn was holding in his hand when he was going through all
Yeah,
this stuff?
the remote.
Yep,
Yeah,
that was
great.
fun.
Just all those little
The chest set
details.
turns on.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that was
Chewie kind of woke up a little bit.
Yep, you got excited.
That was great.
Good old Star Wars.
Yeah.
I really hope they bring back Larry Kasdan to some degree.
They
for
have
the
to.
Second, because I know he's writing the Han Solo prequel movie
right.
with his son, but you could just tell in the dialogue how great it was. That
Yes.
this was classic Empire,
Yes.
Return of the Jedi dialogue. Oh man.
Yeah, I think he'll be involved.
So in this Han Solo movie, yeah, pun intended. Is Harrison Ford going to be in there like telling his story, or like are they going to
No
show
one
him at
knows.
all?
No one knows. All we know right now is that they've been interviewing or auditioning every young actor out there, from nobodies to
The kid from
Breaking Bad. I know he auditioned. I mean, basically any actor in their
Kingsman,
20s.
the kid from the Kingsman.
Yep.
They've
yep.
been looking at him.
No. I can think of 20 more people better than him, though.
to me, it's like trying to cast young Dirty Harry. You know?
I think it's a mistake.
It's a terrible mistake.
I don't think they should
I don't
do
think.
it.
Yeah, I could.
Make
No.
them
Now
You're-
when
you're
there's
the kid
now when
from
they could do a
Kingsman.
Obi-Wan standalone with Ewan McGregor or
Yes.
something.
I'd
He
rather
said he
see
would do
that.
it.
Why not do something like
Yeah, I'd rather see
why do
that.
you mess around with
Some
Han
kind of-
Solo?
I'd rather you bring the Clone Wars to live action.
Any of you guys watching the Star Wars Rebels, which falls between episodes 3 and 4?
No.
I watched the first season. It's really good. Second season,
Who makes that?
it's a Disney,
It's a Disney
XD show.
Now,
No,
Is
we're
it
gonna
live?
watch
Is it
that.
live or is
No,
it animated?
animated.
Oh, all right. I'll
Yep.
look for it.
It's in the same style as the Clone Wars
right?
animated show that
Now-
they had out.
Clone Wars was between 1 and 2, right?
2 and 3.
2 and
Two and
3.
three.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then this one is between 3 and 4.
I think it's closer to 4.
Okay.
It's like the start of the rebellion, I think,
yes.
is what
Or
it's
when
about.
Exactly.
when they're.
I'm about to say because Darth Vader is in
Darth
that
Vader's
one.
in it, yeah.
Okay, because I haven't seen that one. I know.
Isn't it
Anakin
going to
was
lead
the-
up to Rogue One? Because
it would
Rogue
make
One is
perfect
supposed
sense.
to be. It's supposed to be about the stealing of the Death Star plans.
Right.
That would make perfect sense.
That would make sense.
Wait, the plans to steal the Death Star or the
Plans to
the
destroy
plans
it.
for the Death Star have been stolen?
Well, you
which-
got to
which one?
plan to steal the plans first.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So it's a movie about planning.
Right.
So they're going to be at a big round
It's a
table the
planning
whole
movie,
movie
folks.
talking about planning.
Just like in the prequels. Sitting around talking.
Kind of like this, right?
I say bye, bye.
Since we're kind of
It's a
running
trap.
out of time here,
Hence the bye-byes.
I'd like
Yeah.
to just talk about your favorite thing about the movie, since we all seem to really like it. Nick, what was your favorite? Did you
Oh,
have
man.
a standout moment or like a character? Because I got to say, the new characters I thought were great. And that, to me, was the saving grace
Yeah.
of the movie. Because, yes, there was all the familiar elements
Right.
and the story was rehashed. But all the characters were new and different and original, and their dynamics.
I like the
mean,
way they interacted with each other. I like Poe, I like Finn, I like Rey. It'd be nice to see all three of them together at the
Together,
same time.
yes.
It looks like Rey and Finn are going to have a brother-sister relationship like Luke and Leia did, because at the
Yeah.
end she kisses him on the head and calls him my friend rather than a more of a romantic relationship. Maybe she'll hook up with Poe because he's sort of a dashing pilot like Han Solo, or maybe she won't hook up with anybody and she becomes a Jedi. I don't know, but
So she's going to hook up with Phasma.
the other not hearing the 20th Century Fox fanfare at the beginning
That was a little
took a
weird.
moment to get used to,
Yeah.
but I quickly adjusted. But I was in tears as soon as it started and I saw the words Episode 7, Luke Skywalker has vanished. I was very, very emotional, and I was emotional throughout the whole movie, and I think a lot of people were, just because I was emotional after seeing Phantom Menace, and not in a good way, but I wasn't as emotional seeing Phantom Menace, even though that was the first new Star Star Wars
can't go
movie in
back to
16
that
years,
theater.
but seeing Episode 7 was emotional. So I can't say that any one part of the movie stuck. I just thought it was great. It was all the little touches. Rey sliding down the sand on her sled, chopping off the tentacle of the creature as it was carrying off.
That was brilliant.
Finn.
That was
Watching
excellent.
Finn fighting the stormtrooper with the lightsaber was really cool. The weight of Kylo Ren's lightsaber, like it was a broadsword, and it took a lot of energy, and he was wounded, and that's why I think it was easier for the others to kind of beat him. And plus, he's kind of a neurotic. Yeah, he got shot by Chewbacca. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I loved the whole movie, and I thought Carrie Fisher looked phenomenal. She looked very fit. Yes, She got into great shape for the movie. So in the final shot of Mark Hamill was beautiful, and I just cannot wait for Episode 8. So that's all I can say about it.
I was surprised to see Max von Sydow. I would have thought he really would have hid, but I don't think it would have made any difference. Kylo Ren's first act of using the Force was probably the best and most awesome act
That
of
was
using the Force
sweet.
I have ever seen in any movie yet.
That was sweet.
Stopping an energy blast and having it just hang there.
Hover, yeah.
And I was waiting for him to let it go and have it zoot through somebody, but they didn't think of that.
I actually thought he was gonna put
redirect it.
Right.
Yeah,
Put
that's what
O
I
in front of it
thought.
and
That he was going to kill the pilot.
I really like the BB-8 unit.
Yes.
I think forget C-3PO because that's just comic relief, but BB-8 stole the movie.
Yes.
Very emotional when it was really communicating, and she understood it. Rey understood it, and Finn didn't. And it's looking at him and looking at her and looking
that was
at him
fun.
and looking at her. I mean, whoever was in charge of that, absolutely a genius, and he should get credit for it. And special effect, whatever you want to call it, make up something to give that guy an award. That was terrific.
J.J. Abrams.
He designed it.
Bad robot. And I'll tell you what.
Good robot.
The first 3 movies, I was about ready to forget it. If they never made another Star Wars movie, I'd be fine. I didn't have to watch any, and I was done. I'm ready to watch 2 more Star Wars movies to get to see how it ends.
You're getting 4.
I'm getting what back?
You're getting 4 Star.
6 total. 3 and then 3
They're going to be making
No,
more.
we're going to get at least 8 and 9. I want to get the first 9 I was promised out of the way, and if I never have to see one again, that'll be fine. 2.5s and 3.5s. I'm all about that. I really like the Clone Wars thing, but that's aside. I really want the little orange lady with the cool glasses. I want her to. I want her to be alive.
Yep, she was good.
I need her to survive for me to really not want to go hunt somebody down and kill them myself because she was awesome.
Yeah, she was like a kind of a Yoda substitute.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And at over 1,000 years old, she had my respect and admiration. Well, but if you see the place when they took the first shot, she is flying every flag.
Yes.
It is a complete place of universal sanctuary. And the fact that they came in and destroyed it really ticked me off. I need somebody to kick Adam Driver's ass hard and fast. I need a face in the bricks. I need somebody to like pull his hair and punch his teeth in. And he is lucky.
Such violence.
He is absolutely lucky. I'm telling you that they destroyed that regulator and that the Earth separated him from the girl because she'd have cut his nuts off and fed him to him right there on the screen if the Earth did not open up and separate him because she was pissed. I loved it. That was the best part of the movie for me. All of a sudden, Force awoke in her, and she was going to kick his fucking ass. That was awesome.
Well, I gotta say, I'll jump in. My favorite part was exactly that: was having a strong female character at the center.
Yeah.
Because my son, he loves Star Wars. You know, my daughter, she likes it. But seeing a female Jedi hero in a central role, I mean, she just came up to me after the movie. She's like, "I love it. It's the greatest movie I've ever seen." She was going crazy.
Great.
And the fact that Princess Leia to Rey says, "May the Force be with you." And then you've got Maz, you've got the Yoda characters, female, and even the bad guys. You got Captain Phasma, and then there was just another generic stormtrooper that was female. So it was. I just thought that part of it was great, and for me, the sure sign that it's a classic and I loved it is when it ended. I was like, no, I didn't want it to end. I just wanted it to keep going and going, and now I'm like,
especially when it ended like that.
Oh, I know.
It was like Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes. So Q, what was your takeaway?
I liked it. I really did enjoy it. I'm still hunting J.J. Abrams down. I want to kill him. And it's going to be the end of him because he pissed me off with the whole Han Solo shit. But I enjoyed it. Like Brad said, I enjoyed the last part. But my favorite, the favorite comedy part to me was when they were getting ready to go into the base. And he's like, okay, kid, what's your plan? He's like, I don't know. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, we're just going to use the Force. And he's like, the Force doesn't work like that.
That was a great line.
The Force doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So,
the Force isn't a cannon.
Yeah, you just can't open it up.
Chewie says something and he goes, well, oh, so you're cold.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cold.
But I thought,
But did you see him hand him the coat?
He said, and when they're going to elevate, he has him the coat. He's like, what?
Awesome.
So that part, and then, like I said, I could see Han Solo. I knew it was going to happen, even though I didn't want it to happen. I knew it was going to happen. When they found the Millennium Falcon and they were jumping back in thing to try to turn the poison gas back on, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
And Han standing there, he's like, I never made a deal with those guys. He's like, well, tell that to them. Oh, hi. Good to see you.
the humor was great.
Yeah.
And I think the Finn character was so right on the money because he was funny. He brought a lot of humor to it, but he wasn't a comical.
Right.
He was innocent.
Innocent.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was innocent.
He didn't take Han's job, which was
Right.
Han's job is to make you laugh. You know, but still be the serious guy.
Big
you know?
deal.
Big deal. Yeah, like he's the big deal.
Right. I'm a big
And
deal
so, yeah. He was like, just a word of advice, kid. They always find out the truth.
that was awesome.
He's like, what are you talking about? Women. They always find out the truth.
That's great.
But I give it a 9 out of 10. It would have had a 10, but they killed Han, so fuck it. They lose a point.
But he's got to die sometime. They've killed everybody else off. Everybody's got to die sometime.
The only reason I seen it coming is because, well, not to backtrack, but the point when you made about Luke dying. Name one Star Wars movie where the mentor hasn't died. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, it's going to happen. Yeah. He's the mentor. He's got to go.
He was her mentor.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
Yoda died.
All right,
And Yoda.
Before we get Mark's thoughts, I just quickly wanted to throw out, there's 2 movies that you got to see. Attack the Block, which has Finn.
I've seen that.
Then-
Really good. Really great movie. Great
You
movie.
can see John Boyega, who plays Finn. He's
okay.
the star of that movie.
Great
Total
movie.
opposite. He's a badass. He's like a teenage Denzel Washington.
Oh, okay.
Great movie.
Yeah, and it's sci-fi, so it's a lot of fun. And
Okay.
then you can see Poe Dameron and General Hux in a movie together with Ex Machina. That
movie,
came out
good
this
movie.
year, and that's one of my
Oh.
favorite movies.
Yeah,
of the
they
year.
didn't know the other was in the movie till they got to the set,
yeah,
and they're like, "Oh my
exactly.
God, you're in this too."
Oh, I saw that. I didn't even realize it was them.
Yep.
Oh my
Great.
God.
And it just shows what great actors all 3 of those guys
Well, I
are.
thought I
Yeah.
recognized the general, but I couldn't place it.
Yep.
But it's that
Playing
movie.
it the
So wait,
total
you're
opposite.
saying Poe was the neurotic genius?
Yep.
Oh.
With the beard.
Oh no, yeah.
They like to dance with robots.
All right, we got to wrap it up
That
real
guy
quick.
is-
All right.
Mark, tell us
Well,
your
having
thoughts.
the burden of going last after you guys, I don't want to sound repetitive, but
Please do.
I actually liked a lot of each one of you, what you liked about it. So,
Did we miss
my,
anything?
I mean, one of my favorite parts was the opening crawl. I wasn't expecting Luke Skywalker has vanished.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Started right
Yeah.
Just a great crawl
Yeah.
or scrawl or whatever.
crawl.
Did it
And,
seem
no
less
trade
wordy to
guilds
y'all?
mentioned.
No.
None of that.
Taxation.
It was
Yeah.
all Luke
Trade
and Leia.
routes.
It was pure
Yeah.
Star Wars.
And I love the humor. I thought the writing was exceptional. Great writing. I mean, just the dialogue is just awesome. The action directing by JJ was some of the best. And
Yeah,
the
he
pro-
really
the-
updated the Star Wars style because George
Yeah.
Lucas has such a kind of a classic, almost,
Well, everything he does, yeah.
very static,
Mm-hmm.
so JJ was really moving the camera, cutting. It was great, yeah.
Yeah,
It looked like that first
Lucas
Star
was
Trek
doing
movie.
old style directing, kind of, sort of like if you, I
Kind of classic Hollywood style,
yeah,
John Ford.
I felt like it was a lot of like Kurosawa's Ron.
Yes.
I always thought that
A lot of
Lucas,
Kurosawa in there,
yeah.
yeah.
But this movie, I really liked it. I really loved it actually. like I said, the humor was just awesome. The BB-8 was just a lovable character. All the characters were great.
Yeah, the ladies seem to love BB-8. That heard from many different women.
My biggest questions was they didn't really give Carrie Fisher a lot of lines in this movie, and I think it was possibly because she's been out of acting for so long, and she's had some facial work done, and it doesn't look like her face motes very well anymore.
It doesn't. You nailed it. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, the scene when she reunites with Han got to me. I was choked up.
The scene
was great.
I mean, at one point, like I said, I thought she looked like she wanted to go light up a cigarette. The way her voice just.
She had vocal nodules in her voice back in the 80s.
Okay.
Well, so that's why she's got a bad.
When he died.
When he died, and she felt it.
She felt it. Yeah.
That. Right there, she might not emote well.
She did fine. She could
but
act.
But that part, her acting is still.
That was just a real petty little thing that I had with it, but it's not.
No, But that
the
part.
problem is when you compare her next to Harrison Ford, who gives such a pitch perfect, amazing performance.
Yeah, it's like he slipped right back into
look
it.
Bad next to him.
Yeah.
It's like.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say it's like he slipped right back, like he was just Han Solo 2 years ago.
Scene when he walks into the onto the bridge of the
Falcon
and just stands there and looks around. That look on his face.
Yeah,
that was just
we're home.
Great. Not that part where he says we're home, where he goes by himself into the bridge.
Yeah,
and
he's standing there like
looking at the council.
Yep.
That look on his face, and I had to grin at that.
Just a quick last comment about this. I was at the bookstore today if you're looking for the novelization, it won't be out till the first week in January. The Force Awakens book version. If you're like me, you've read all the novelizations of all the movies because there's usually some interesting information. So I was looking for the novel today, but I had to settle for the official movie magazine.
Well, I noticed too they wisely did not release the soundtrack until the movie was released because I remember with Phantom Menace that was a big hubbub because it said Qui-Gon died.
Yeah, Qui-Gon's Noble End was the name of the track. It's like, oh, okay.
That's a bummer. Poor Liam.
So they did a great job of keeping all the spoilers hidden. Of even
absolutely
throwing people off with red herrings.
And not releasing certain action figures and, all kinds of great ways of keeping a secret.
Yeah, so, okay, on that note, we are way over time, so we got to wrap it up. Unless anybody else has anything to say.
Deadpool in January.
Huh?
Deadpool in January.
I thought he was in February.
Deadpool in January.
But I saw you.
Hurry up, I gotta go. Don't argue about this. I gotta
go. www.ableideas.com for our chief sponsor and comic book. Yes, our comic book overlords. ComicExperienceSci-fi.com, where you can see all of our first episodes, none of which are called Phantom Menace. What else? We got a Twitter handle.
CBSF_the
and CBSF_Bradcast. And we're probably going to see CBSF_Nick really soon because I'll make it up and send it to him if I have to.
And then, of course,
tweet.
Add Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So yep. I think that's it. That's
all
a
right,
wrap,
great.
folks.
Thank you.
And we all love Independence Day.
And Q loves all of us hating Independence
Holiday,
Day.
Yes.
I just had to get that in there.